I know it's not good to generalize, but I think it's safe to say that about 80% of the whole world has the same mentality. You gotta go to school, get a degree, get a job, get married, make some kids, and after all that, die. If we look at the statistics, a human being sleeps about half its life, about 30%. Work or career takes another 40 to 45%. This in total makes somewhere around 70 to 75%. School, high school, college takes another huge percentage from someone's life. The majority of today's society is making money from jobs they don't like. Doing that for 40% of your whole life isn't really exciting to hear. Waking up every day without a smile because you have to go to a job you don't like just to make money to survive. And unfortunately, people are okay with that. They accept it. So now, who's to blame for this? Well, us. We are responsible for who we are supporting. We are the ones that decided who the leaders of the country are. The state needs people that are happy with very little. This is their ideal citizen. Some people may ask, the answer isn't difficult. First, I want to make it clear that when I use the terms rich and poor here, I'm referring to the financial side because that's what most of the people are thinking about when they hear these two words. And I'm talking about our society, so if you're able to watch this video, you should think twice before calling yourself poor. So, rich people know that if they follow the rules of the society, they would not be able to be rich in the first place. They don't watch TV the whole day, they don't buy everything that they see just to have it, they don't wear the newest clothes just because the society says that otherwise they would not be looked at as one of the ideals. They don't waste their time, they make it count. These people don't need the government to tell them what to do and what not to do. They make their own rules. They don't depend on anybody but themselves. They know that nothing good happened with the people that always trusted the lies the government tells. They live consciously. They don't spend every penny they make on things they don't need, respectively won't use. Rich people save their money and make them multiply. That's how they became financially rich in the first place. They know that it is stupid to work for money just to fulfill some passing wheels. Money is just a tool for them to make more money and have endless financial freedom. Spending money on alcohol and other unhealthy things every day isn't something you will see in a rich man's routine, at least not in the ones that live consciously. They only spend money on things that will give them benefits both financially and spiritually. When it comes to poor people, everything that I've said earlier applies to them too, just the opposite way. They spend everything that they make on useless things, they watch TV the whole day, they buy everything that they see, and besides that, they believe everything that they're told. If you complain that you don't have anything to eat, but you buy a bottle of cola and a pack of cigarettes every day, you perhaps deserve to be poor. Or you want to make kids, but you can't take care of yourself in the first place. You really should be thinking twice before calling yourself an adult, even if some papers prove that you're over 18 years old. Poor people live unconsciously. They still believe that happiness comes from the outside, and I know that it will sound like a cliché this time too, but happiness cannot be bought. Have you ever experienced that you bought something you wanted for a long time, and right when you paid for it you felt satisfied? But not long after that, you asked yourself why you spent all that money on that thing because it didn't make you any happier in the long term? The TV and the internet are full of commercials. They always want to make you buy useless things because, as they say, you will be so happy after that. But you won't. You will be happy the first few minutes after you bought it. That's how the human brain works. It always wants things you don't need just to get the satisfying feeling of spending money. Just so the next day to realize that it was a bad decision, that it didn't make you any happier. They will always try to sell you things you don't need. It is up to you if you want to support them or if you want to support yourself. It only takes a decision. The government can be good for you if you want to live your whole life like a slave. If you want to wake up sad without getting the feeling that you're alive. The government, the politicians, they don't care about the population. They're put there just to give us the impression that we have the freedom of choice. The big businesses that control the country, they don't care about us. It depends on you if you want to support some criminals and some liars. The government will give you thousands of reasons why you should be working for someone else. They will try to make you believe that you need them in order to be happy. And I would whisper to you, don't listen to them. Be strong and say no. Don't let someone else choose your path, choose it yourself. Expose yourself to everything from risk to embarrassment and don't give a what people are going to say about you. Often when someone is trying to discourage you is because they can't do something themselves. As long as you'll break the rope between you and the bad society, you will be able to do whatever you want to. You won't depend on anybody. You will be independent. And when you'll feel free, you'll be happy.